Love you.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Brad and Mira for the Culture, the Otherppl show's weekly pop culture assessment. I am Brad Listi, and I'm here, as always, with my friend and co-host, Mira Gonzalez. Hello, Mira.
Hello, Bradley. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. I feel good. These are like the last days of my 40s. I have like 2 more days, and then I'm 50 years old.
Wow. Brad's 50th.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. What are we going to do for Brad's 50th?
I don't know. Everybody keeps asking me, and I haven't said anything. I don't know what to do.
I never do anything for my birthday. I kind of hate my birthday.
Yeah. And I mean, this one, I just feel like, I'm 50. Like, what have I done with my life?
You've made like a lot of episodes of podcasts.
That's what I've done. That's my legacy on this planet, is just talking to people.
I mean, it's a legacy. It's not a legacy.
That's right. And there's still time. I mean, there's still time for me to flesh this out some more. I don't know what, I feel like I need to make some goals or something. Like, how do I want to, like, what's my third act going to look like?
I mean, maybe a lot like your first 2 acts, which seems fine.
No, I want to break out. I need to do something big and important with my life, right? Isn't that what everybody wants?
You could like go to like vocal training classes and like learn musical theater. You could learn how to rap.
I think that is maybe where I need to be. I need to be like a hip hop star.
Yeah, you could like learn how to freestyle really well, like Eminem. You could like impress everybody who's like not white at the places. Be like, wow, that white guy who's 50 years old really knows how to rap.
Yeah.
Or you could learn how to break dance, like that guy who abandoned his family to learn how to break dance.
Wait, who is this?
There was like some guy who was like a middle-aged like dad, and like there was like a tweet from the daughter that was like, I hate to admit it, but like my dad literally abandoned the family so that he could learn how to break dance. And unfortunately, the worst part is that he's a really good break dancer.
He's a genius.
He's an incredibly good break dancer.
I don't think that would be my calling. I don't think I would be a very good breakdancer, even with like a lot of lessons.
Yeah, no, same. I would hurt myself like constantly.
Yeah, you got to have the body for that.
Yeah, it's I mean, this guy didn't look like he had the body for it, but I certainly don't have the determination for it either way.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So no breakdancing for you.
I don't know what it'll be. I'll have to think about it. I kind of want to make some sort of I was thinking of like expanding. I love audio, right? I like podcasts. I really like them. And I was thinking like, I would love to do some sort of audio documentary, like where I go out into the field with equipment and somehow like tell a story in that format.
I like that. You could do like an oral history of Alt-Lit, God help you.
I should. People would love it.
I mean, people not being me, everybody else would love it.
I was going to say 2 dozen people would think it was the coolest thing ever.
2 dozen is pushing it, I think.
Yeah, that's the high end of the range of my, that's my market. That's my appeal.
Look, I mean, all you have to do is like discover a really grisly crime and then solve it. And like, you know, you'll be popular instantly.
Yeah. What is it with true crime? I don't like it. I'm like, I mean, I kind of like it, but I'm just like, the proliferation of it like disturbs me. People are so into tales of,
you know, it disturbs the fuck out of me too. And like, it's like certainly like, I don't know, not a great development in a lot of ways. And yet I still watch that shit. I will just, I will still watch that garbage, shovel it right into my brain. It's like I'm having a bad day. What I want to know about is like how another manner in which like a husband has like murdered his family in an incredibly grisly way.
I can't watch it. I guess because the only time I have is like right before bed, and I'm not watching that shit before I try to sleep. I'm just not doing it.
I love watching scary shit right before I try to sleep, and then I'm like, why did I have such weird dreams last night? I couldn't sleep well. Like, what was that about?
Yeah, why can't I function unless I'm on 250 milligrams of THC? It's so
why
strange.
am I anxious constantly? It's so weird. I think I'll watch some videos of plane crashes again.
Yeah. Why am I so down on humanity?
Well, time to turn on the news.
Yeah, or just watch this documentary about a man who butchered his own family.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's you could watch a documentary about it. You could watch. I mean, like people who butcher their own family and belong on true crime. It's like either they're going to be the subject of a true crime podcast, or they're going to be like in the U.S. government.
Those are your options?
Those are your two options if you're like somebody who has like, viciously murdered and abused your family. So, no Angry Adam this week.
No Angry Adam. I think this, he said last week that he started these new meds.
God damn it.
Now he's like in some sort of state of equilibrium, and it's completely decimated his ability to rage.
That's entirely unacceptable.
Yeah. We need him like flagrantly mentally ill.
It's like he's getting medicated and he's not even like considering us as a podcast. It's really selfish.
He is. He's incredibly self-centered and, doesn't care about his audience or
our audience or us as people. I mean, this is a betrayal as far as I'm concerned. I know him as Angry Adam, not Adam who is nicely balanced and not insane.
Anesthetized Adam.
Yeah, not anesthetized Adam.
Yeah, glad you're numb, buddy. Glad you're numb and feeling better. Good for you.
Maybe if I like went on some kind of screed like against psych meds, which I don't believe, by the way, I'm heavily medicated. Maybe that would make Adam angry enough to come back.
Yeah, we need to try to provoke him. I think that's what he really needs. We got to figure out ways to like somehow cut through the screen of these anti-anxiety meds and just make him enraged. Yeah,
we need to come up with like the most annoying hot take of all time, like something that's really going to get at him. Like you need to start talking about Ozempic again or something.
That's right. Ozempic triggers him for some reason.
He's triggered by a variety of things, or was. I mean, we're going to have to figure out what his new triggers are now that he's on, what was it, Buspar?
I think that's what it's called. I forget.
I'm going to sue the pharmaceutical company.
I want to figure out who his doctor is who's prescribing. If we could just get that doctor to hand over his... If
we could just dox that doctor and get him to hand over his private medical information and violate HIPAA, it'd be great.
That's right. I just want to know precisely the way to trigger him. Like, we need inside intel.
Yeah. Can we, like, blackmail the doctor into getting that info?
I'll talk to his wife.
Yeah, there you go.
See what's going on. Maybe I'll interview his kids privately and see what they can share about their dad.
Yeah, try to get, like, a list of all the triggers, and then we'll kind of just hit them episode after episode and wait for an Angry Adam response.
So speaking of hitting people.
Very nice.
A woman was injured at the Tesla diner, which we talked about in last week's episode, Elon Musk's brand new diner in Hollywood. And apparently, she got hit in the head by falling patio furniture?
Yeah, the restaurant sensed that there was a woman there and went into attack mode.
It's automated. There's just they sensed like estrogen on the premises and immediately assaulted her.
Yeah, just started flinging furniture at her as fast as they possibly could. So apparently the fire department told TMZ that they responded to a 911 call for a 21-year-old woman complaining of head injuries. Her name is Valentina, and she had slight swelling on her forehead, but no visible bleeding. The fire department offered her transport to the hospital, but she declined and said she would go on her own. Look, if I was this woman, I would be in court in a wheelchair and a neck brace, like talking about how my life has been ruined, how I can't have a job. I really hope this woman goes as hard as she possibly can. Get yourself an arm sling, get yourself a neck brace, maybe even a cast, get yourself some fucking crutches. Like, just, you are as injured as a person can possibly be. That is my message to this woman.
Yeah, I feel like they were kind of on it. The fact that they called 911, the fact that I think she should have taken the ambulance ride, though, if she was really thinking.
Well, that's the thing. It was a fire department ride. It was not an ambulance ride. It was like the fire department would have driven her to the hospital. And so, like, I feel like that, maybe she, I don't know. It does kind of feel like she should have taken it. But at the same time, if she goes to the hospital, she goes to the hospital.
Yeah, and then she's got to pay for like the ER. I'm sure they were probably like, we don't want to eat the bill, but like she should go to the doctor and get some sort of write up about how she's like concussed and has like a sprained neck or something.
Yeah, and her pain is affecting her ability to work and like her ability to mother, and it's been like a really like emotional, difficult time for her. Also, like, get that cash, girl. Buy you a TV. I
mean, more than that, like she should. Sue the shit out of Elon Musk.
Yeah, dude.
Because like $5 million, like what does that matter to him? That's like lint. That's like lint in his pocket.
He'll like pay her that just so she like doesn't sue him for more.
So I feel like this is maybe a great idea. Like, why are we not at the Tesla diner getting injured?
That's so true. Like We should be at the Tesla diner, like kicking the robot over and over again, waiting for it to fight back.
Just provoke the robot. Just walk in, start talking shit to the robot, hoping it'll attack you.
Just like get in its personal space and like, you know, like those videos of like the Boston Dynamics robots where there's a guy and he's just like kicking the robot over and over again to see if it'll fall down. Like that's what I'm going to do to the robot.
Or like, I don't know, like slip on the floor somehow. Like you'd have to be willing to really go for it. Like genuinely like crack your head on the ground.
I mean, like I have chronic back problems. I feel like if I fell down and I was just like, wow, like my spine is fucked up forever now because I already had back problems and your diner was unsafe. I feel like I could get money for that.
Speaking of falling down, I forgot to like put this in the notes, but I saw a woman. I had to help rescue a woman when I was hiking.
Oh,
a few days ago.
yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
Well, so what happened?
Like it was an old man, like probably a guy in his 60s hiking with his daughter. And they were on their way down the trail. They were descending the mountain and she slipped in like a washed out area of the trail that was like the footing was maybe a little bit challenging or something. And
like, was she still on the trail or had she like fallen off the trail?
No, she lost her footing and kind of slipped down the trail and then broke her ankle.
Oh shit.
And she was losing it. She did not handle herself well. She was screaming. She thought she was going to I'll never understand why people think they're going to somehow just like fall off a mountain. Like I get if you're like on a cliff or something and there's a genuine, authentic, like vertical drop.
But she wasn't?
No, but she thought like she was just going to keep rolling down the hill and she's like just in a complete panic.
I mean, she did break her ankle.
Yeah, but grow up. You're in your 40s. You don't have to like shriek. And I mean, she was really losing it. And I mean, bless her. I don't mean to make light of somebody's suffering, but like I had to call 911 and they bring in a fucking chopper and this dude. This guy rappels out of a chopper because we were on the trail. It wasn't easy access. It wasn't like we were on a fire road.
Right. You can bring an ambulance up.
Yeah. So the 911 operator had to like track my phone and like pin where I was like on the mountain. And then they fly in a helicopter. She's like, the helicopter is coming, sir. You should see it momentarily. And then like 30 seconds later, it's like,
that's crazy.
And like the wind is blowing. And then you see this dude, like this rope descends from the helicopter and this dude like rappels down to the trail, like an EMT. And he walks up, and by that point, there's like 6 of us sort of standing on the trail, like watching, trying to like help this woman. But, you know, I don't mean to be rude or mean or anything, but she was a little bit heavyset. And so it was hard to like none of us could like move her. And she had her had her ankle broken. And it was like it was like on a steep decline. Right. So like, it wasn't simple to move her. You know, you sort of needed like a team of dudes and like a stretcher to get her because she couldn't walk or put any weight on it. And then she was like wildly out of shape. Right. So it was tough.
So did they get her on a stretcher and like lift her up to the like helicopter in the air? Like,
well, first of all, this EMT dude who was like, kind of looked like Wilford Brimley if Wilford Brimley was like in shape.
Diabetes?
No, it was like fit Wilford Brimley like in his 40s, but he had that kind of look. Like, he was kind of bald with like this walrus mustache and like he's like marches up the trail. Like he rappels down and then he marches up the trail with like this kind of tough guy walk. And I'm standing there on the phone with 911. I'm kind of the guy who summoned him. And as he like walks up to me, I'm like, hey man. And he like completely ignored all of us. And then just kind of like slid down and like got out like an injection, I think some sort of painkiller or tranquilizer or whatever. And I don't know, he just kind of played like the tough guy bro. Like there's some kind of, it was recognizable to me as like a former resident of the state of Colorado. It's like this kind of mountain man, tough guy thing, you know, like.
How did he get her off the mountain?
Well, I had to leave because the EMTs showed up and they were like, okay, like the chopper's going to come in even closer now because we're going to have to airlift this woman out. So you guys should just clear out because the wind is going to be like, it's going to kick up a ton of dust and it's going to be like, so like, I just like, you know, waved goodbye and, you know, her dad was like giving me like the fist, like, thank you. I was happy to help. I mean, you hate to see anybody, but I was also like, dude, this is incredibly melodramatic for like, this is Griffith Park. It's not like we were
funny.
It's like where you would think we were in like the Himalayas or something. Like they had like this gigantic helicopter like hovering and.
But at the same time, I guess it's like, how do you get somebody with a broken ankle off of like the side of a steep hill?
Yeah, that's the thing, and
it's like kind of the only way.
Well, I mean, look, if it was me, I could have just crawled up and then used 2 hiking poles and just hopped down. But like that wasn't happening with her.
Right. And, I mean, yeah, but also like you say that and then like a broken ankle, that's like got to be like really fucking intense to like feel that.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of pain.
I mean, I tend to go like silent when I'm in pain, and like that like definitely misleads people to how much pain I'm in. So I think I probably would take a different tactic than her, but not being able to climb up the mountain, that I understand. Like I feel like I am surprised that person was not me when we went hiking one time.
Yeah. I would have called 911 for you, Mira. I would have had you airlifted out if the situation demanded it.
Yeah, but I feel like before that you would have been like, no, you just crawl up. Just crawl up here on your hands and knees. It's fine. Just you can get up, Mira. Like, all right, just calm down.
Yeah, just scoot in. And like this woman was like berating her poor father. He's like this sweet abuelo.
Oh fuck.
And I mean, like I'm on you have to realize, like, imagine me standing on the trail, like calmly talking to 911 and trying to like orchestrate this rescue, like trying to like basically just be like, here we are. Like I had to pin my shit on my map and had to describe what trail we were on, so that the park rangers could come in from above on the fire road. And
Jesus.
So like I know the trails, but like the trail that we were on actually doesn't really have a name, which is kind of super annoying. Like Griffith Park, every trail should be named, but I had to kind of like describe the trail in its relationship to the other trails that do have proper names, and so it was a little bit
kind of dangerous almost.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to do all that, and this woman is just shrieking in the background the whole time, and just like yelling at her dad, like "I'm gonna fall," and I mean. It almost got to the point where all of us were just like, shut the fuck up. Like you are like 35 or 40 years old. Like you need to get a grip. But I guess you can't judge people when they're in pain and they're in shock and they're scared. I guess like try to give people some grace. But
yeah, it does sound like not the most graceful fall.
Well, look, when I fell off a bike at Versailles and broke my kneecap a few years ago with my daughter, I got up and I was embarrassed, first of all, because I was like, I think I was riding without using my hands. Like I was trying to be cool riding through Versailles. And it was a flat road. It was nothing tricky at all.
You just lost balance?
Well, no, I was on one of these old bikes because it was a bike tour. Oh. And it's just kind of this old beater bike. And the handlebars were loose. And so they twisted.
Oh.
And then by the time I had my hands down, I went over the front of the handlebars and just ate shit. And I landed on my knee and broke my kneecap. And I got up and my daughter was like, oh my God. She was like 10. She's like, are you okay, Dad? And I was like, I'm fine. And I got back on the bike and I rode for like another 20 minutes with a fucking broken knee.
That's psychotic. It might be better to like be screaming on like a small hill than to do that.
I almost puked. I was in so much pain. I was like, this is not. And I finally had to be like, I think I need
a doctor. I
need medical attention. And then they called an ambulance and the fucking ambulance dudes were smoking cigarettes, like examining me, like these French guys.
Smoking cigarettes and examining you. That is really French.
And then they were just like, well, and like they didn't end up helping me. They were basically just like, yeah, I don't know. You got to go to the hospital. Or you can take the ambulance or you can go back to your hotel or whatever. And so we just got an Uber.
Why didn't you take the ambulance?
I don't know. I was like, we'll just get in the Uber and we'll deal with this from the hotel. So I like load myself into an Uber and then we go back to the hotel and then figured out what hospital we were going to go to. And then I got another Uber and I'm like, I don't even think, did I have crutches? I guess maybe they might have given me crutches.
Dude.
And so then we went to the hospital and they x-rayed me. They're like, yeah, you've got a broken kneecap. And so they gave me a brace. And then I had to figure out, that was like the second to last day of our trip. Thank God it happened at the end. And then I had to figure out how to get to the airport. My daughter had to push me in a wheelchair. And
oh my God.
But I wasn't like shrieking, like Jesus.
You're like, at least I kept my dignity when I broke my kneecap at Versailles. I
mean, like kept my dignity in quotes. My 10-year-old daughter's like packing my suitcase for me and like weeping over my
Was Carrie not there?
No, it was my father-daughter trip. I was like taking her on her first big trip. It was like, this special memory, and I eat shit at Versailles. We're almost to like Marie Antoinette's like Garrett or whatever. And
her main memory is you eating shit.
Yeah, me eating shit at Versailles and breaking my knee. Like we were with a tour group and they were like all looking at me like, who's the loser who fell off his bike?
This stupid American who fucking broke his knee, idiot. They're just all just shit talking you in French.
That's right.
So this weekend, what did I do this weekend? I watched the movie Materialist this weekend. Have you heard of this movie, Brad?
I don't think so.
It is a movie by Celine Song, who did the movie Past Lives. It's A24. It stars Dakota Johnson, Pedro Pascal, and Chris Evans. And it's like, the idea is that Dakota Johnson is like a very successful matchmaker for like people. And so like the movie kind of starts out with like her, it's like a When Harry Met Sally sort of montage of these different like kind of just like terrible people looking for matches. Like there's like a guy and he's like, he's like in his late 40s and he's like, my last girlfriend is like 23 and that just felt like a little immature to me. I think I want someone a little bit more mature. And she's like, great. I like have this woman. She's 33. She's wonderful. And he's like, I was thinking more like 28, 27, like just like shit like that. And she's like talking about love as being like, it's a trade. It's like a value exchange. It's like, if you're taller, you have more value. If you've got a higher salary, you have more value, like all this just shit. And so the movie's kind of about her deciding between Pedro Pascal, who is like a tall, wealthy banker, and Chris Evans, who's like a tall supermodel, but he's like a failed actor who is like a waiter, right? So she's deciding between these two men. She starts dating Pedro Pascal because it's clear like she had a previous relationship with Chris Evans where they were constantly fighting about him having no money or something. And so she's dating Pedro Pascal. Okay. What I'm about to say is a massive spoiler. So if you want to watch this movie, which like I don't recommend, it's not a good movie, but if you want to watch it, maybe fast forward like 5 minutes. Okay, spoiler here. Okay, there is a surgery that you can get, which they established at the beginning of the movie, where the surgeon breaks your legs and is able to like stretch them out so that you get like a couple of extra inches. In the movie, the claim was that you can get 6 extra inches from these surgeries. In reality, that's not true. In reality, you can get 2 or 3 extra inches, and they, again, break your fucking legs. Okay, so towards the end of the movie, there is a part where she is at Pedro Pascal's house, and he reveals to her that he used to be 5'6", but he got this surgery that added 6 inches, and now he's 6 feet tall. And I swear to God, instantly, her response to that is, I don't think we should date. It's not about the leg. And Pedro Pascal's like, are you sure it's not about the leg? And she's like, it's not about the leg. But like, it's about the leg. It's about the height. She's like, you used to be 5'6"? No. It doesn't matter if you're tall now. Fuck you.
I feel like women are, like, generally speaking, it's like a big deal when there's a tall man, right? Women love tall.
They do. And honest to God, like, this is not me being like, I'm not like other girls or whatever. Like, I've never understood it. Like, I don't feel it. Like, I know, like, people have different preferences or whatever, and that's fine. But, like, I've never felt like, it is so much more attractive when someone is, like, 6'5" than when they're, like, 5'9" or whatever. Like, it just doesn't matter to me.
I feel like gay men like tall men, too. I remember my old neighbor. What did he used to say? Like, he's 6'4" and he's worth the climb.
That's a good one. That is a good one. That's
well, because he was short. I mean, the neighbor in question was probably like 5'7". Yeah, but I don't get it. Like, why is tall like inherently good? And if like, and what's the cutoff? Like, I'm 5'11", like 6 foot if I'm wearing shoes. Am I short or am I tall? I guess I'm just
according
like,
to this movie, it's like 5'11". Doesn't like add much value, but 6 feet adds a lot of value, apparently, which is insane because every man who is 5'10" and above just says they're 6 feet tall.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm wearing shoes, I'm 6 feet, maybe a little bit over, but if I'm not, then I'm probably like 5'10" and a half, 5'11".
Yeah. I mean, like, and like nobody can tell the difference. And those men just say they're 6 feet tall always, every single time. And that's like fine. Like, I don't like the obsession with height. I mean, like, I'm not like trying to like knock anybody for their preferences. Like, it's fine if you like a tall guy, whatever. Like, I like a bald guy. Like, we all have our things, but I don't like, I guess maybe it's to feel small. Like, so you can feel like, oh, like I'm small compared to like my boyfriend who's like big and can pick me up or something like that.
Or maybe it's just like some sort of like raw animal genetic thing. Like you want to breed with like a tall animal that like makes your offspring safer or something.
Then like, why don't I have that instinct? Am I just like, I don't care if I live or die. Like my offspring are going to be fucked, whatever. Like, let's go for the short ones.
I don't know. I have no idea. But I feel like this surgery, which I think is a real thing, right? It's a real thing,
but you can only get like 2 or 3 inches taller. Like 6 inches, absolutely not.
What do they like add titanium rods to your legs or something? Like what do they do?
It's something like that. Yeah, like they like break your legs and they like add something and then the bone regrows or something crazy like that. It's I don't know if it's like a rod exactly, but it's something fucked. Like some people like can't walk for months afterwards.
That's a commitment.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm sure they don't, maybe they break your legs. They probably just saw the bone. Right?
No, they break your legs.
Like with a hammer?
I mean, I don't know what kind of instrument they use to break your legs, but like, yeah, they break your legs.
They probably just saw the bone in half.
Look, I mean, like looking up the surgery, breaking legs is certainly part of it. I don't know exactly what happens after they break both of your legs, but it's like they do that and they like stretch it and do some kind of crazy shit. Like they have to break it in a certain spot. Like, I mean, it's fucked. But like the truth is, if you could add 6 inches, like so many men would be doing that.
I would be like 6'5" if I did that.
See, I mean, it's almost kind of appealing, right? It's like a couple months down and then you're 6'5" for the rest of your life.
More than a couple months.
I mean, they say it's a couple months of like not being able to properly walk and then you're good.
Just wear Hokas. Just get some fucking running shoe. You know those Hokas they're just like a kind of running shoe with like an obnoxiously big sole, and lots of people wear them because they want to be taller.
See, you said that and I immediately imagined a huppa, like the thing Jews get married under.
Wear some Hokas under a huppa. You'll be good.
Is that how men who are 5'10" like get to act like they're 6 feet tall because they get like an extra inch from these shoes secretly?
Oh, more than that. You get like 3 inches at least. So
men have just been hiding this. This is just like a secret that women don't know. You wear these shoes and they make you taller.
Yeah, I think women wear them too. Like for that reason. Like you add
you just wear heels.
Well, or that. But if you wanted to like, be in exercise clothes and still be tall, you wear Hokas and you can be like, yeah, it's great for my back or whatever. But really you just want to be tall.
Huh. That's like when everybody kind of like all together discovered that people who have man buns are just hiding the fact that they're balding. Like, okay, people who wear those shoes are just trying to be taller. I see. That's like a male beauty secret.
Yeah. Mira, will you look and see, am I balding on top?
Wait, you're not in the camera. You need to move a little bit to your right.
Oh, okay.
Like, so you're in front of the mic. Wait, now you're too much on the other side.
Wait.
Let me see. I mean...
Is this like, am I getting a bald spot right here? Or am I good?
It's not like really intense. It's not a very intense bald spot. It's not like you're fully bald back there, but it's maybe starting? A little thin. It might be starting like a little. I think you've got a couple years in you. Like I don't think you're really actually gonna go bald, but it's a little thin.
Damn, that's like I guess I'll just start shaving my head. I don't think I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna like hang on. If it goes,
that's like the way to do it, like gracefully. It's just like, all right, I'm just gonna be bald now. Like, don't have that weird ring around your head, like Homer Simpson style. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, It looks weird.
Yeah.
Like,
but I feel like my features. I feel like I have like a big nose. Like my features are not necessary. I don't even know if my head's the right shape. I feel like some bald men look really cool with like a bald head.
I feel like a big nose is good for being bald. Like, I feel like you want kind of like strong facial expressions for that to work.
All right. But then like, I feel like bald dudes often grow facial hair.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just thinking of my husband who famously is bald and has a beard.
Well, but I don't think that's uncommon though. It's like, I got to grow hair from somewhere.
Right. It's like you want to show like, oh, well, I can grow hair still, in this part of my face.
But Tyler looks cool. And has like the right head shape for it. I've seen some bald guys where you're like, oof. Like,
yeah, right. Like that's rough. That's like Billy Joel does not look great bald, I don't think.
But Billy Joel is a short king.
Wow, short and bald. He's short and he's bald and he's not good looking. And he doesn't really dress well either. He's kind of a fucking mess.
Yeah, but I should add, I finished watching the Billy Joel documentary. this weekend. It's a 5-hour documentary in 2 parts. They're like each like 2.5 hours long. So it's
Jesus, you spent 5 hours of your life on this? That's insane.
I got so nostalgic. I've been listening to Billy Joel ever since. Like all this, I haven't listened to this music in any kind of intensive way in a long time. But when I was a kid, there was a period of like 2 or 3 or 4 years where I was so into it. And so I was revisiting all these memories. This movie just like brought it all back. And I guess 1984, like the part of the documentary in this second installment features Christy Brinkley, who was his second wife.
God, imagine looking like him and pulling Christy Brinkley. Like, that's crazy. Like, punching so far outside your weight class.
I mean, she's probably like what? She's like 3 or 4 inches taller than he is, like way better looking.
She's like the hottest woman in America at the time. Like,
she was.
Yeah,
she
genuinely.
was like literally America's sweetheart. She was in the movie Vacation. I remember that. And like Chevy Chase was like lusting over her. And it was like this. And then she was like on the cover of the swimsuit edition and all this stuff. And it was just like, she was a big supermodel. She was like the vanguard of supermodeldom, and
it was like her, Tyra Banks, like they were like the supermodels.
Elle McPherson, Cindy Crawford, Linda Evangelista, Naomi Campbell. Like it was Brooke all Shields, of those.
Like it was just,
And Billy Joel somehow landed Christy Brinkley and they were huge. And like the part of the documentary, like they're interviewing Christy Brinkley and they're kind of talking about that time. And that was really in my childhood. Like it was incredibly like visible to me as a kid watching MTV, and like they were figures of the imagination or whatever. And the album that he made, like essentially like at the peak of their relationship, it was kind of, he even says it in the movie. He's like, look, I got a lot of songs out of that. Like she was my muse.
Like he was just like on stage, just fucking like just on cloud 9, just like, I'm dating fucking Christy Brinkley. No one can fucking touch me, man.
Yeah. Like, so if you ever like sat around thinking to yourself like, wow, I wonder what happens when a schlub from Long Island gets to sleep with a supermodel.
Uptown Girl. That's what happens.
That's what happens. Like, yeah, just watch like the video for Uptown Girl. Listen to the Innocent Man album. He's like wearing shades and like dancing
just
around
himself. He's just Uptown Girl. He's just fucking, just wearing his fucking little suit and sunglasses. Just like, man, like I'm living the fucking life. I get to go home to Christy Brinkley after this. My short, ugly ass.
Yeah, he can't believe his luck. He's just like, this is insane. He's on like a manic high for like years, going through this. But
I mean, Jesus, I would be too. Like if I pulled Christy Brinkley looking the way that I do right now, I would be like, holy fucking shit, I gotta write Uptown Girl right now.
Yeah. And like, she seems very sweet.
I always liked her. She seemed like fun and nice and like cool.
And they were like really in love. They have this old video footage. It was sweet to kind of watch it and kind of see like some behind the scenes home movie stuff. But, it made me think, Mira, that Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley were essentially like the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce of their day. Like they were probably like for a period of years, the most like high profile celebrity couple on the planet.
Jesus, but it's kind of like if Taylor Swift dated like Paul Giamatti. Like it's like that Billy Joel is like not a fucking football quarterback or whatever Travis Kelce is. Like that is like a very different kind of America's sweetheart couple.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift is at like aggressively attempting to improve like the gene pool for her eventual brood. Like Travis Kelce is like a 6'5" 250 pound like stallion of a man.
Yeah, she's like, I want my child to be like blonde haired, big blue eyes, fucking 6'9", like just like a fucking super freak supermodel who's amazing at sports and like a fucking musical savant.
Well, that's what I was going to say. She's got, she's beautiful, she's tall, she's got music, the musical ability part of it covered, and then she just needed the athlete. She knows what she's doing. I mean, I do feel like Billy Joel is kind of more of a relatable story because it's like, what if like an ugly loser was actually cool as fuck, and we could all relate to that. Well, I mean, he's in on the joke. He's like, look, I'm just a schlub from Long Island.
Right.
And he's like, the thing about Billy Joel, he's very smart. He's incredibly charming. And I think that's part of what he's got the riz, and he's like witty and he's self-effacing. he was great at stage banter. Like I saw him play concerts when I was a kid, and he was like awesome on stage in between songs. He knew how to joke with people. And at the end of the concert, he'd be like, "Don't let anybody give you any shit." And he said, like they show that in concert, and then it brought back memories. I was like, "Oh yeah, he said that to us too." I thought we were the only ones he said that to. I was like walking out of the arena, like, no one's going to give me shit, man.
Yeah, no one's going to give me any shit today. No, sir. Billy Joel told me so.
But the thing about him is that I think he speaks to some like underdog feeling that most people have, maybe all people, but most people are losers. It's like George Carlin used to say, like, most people aren't very good at anything.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Most people are kind of like ugly losers. And Billy Joel, it's like, what if you were like such a piano savant that you pulled Christy Brinkley? Yeah,
that's the thing. He's a really smart guy. He's charming. He's got great verbal facility. And he is a true musical genius. A guy who, like, as a child could go to a classical music performance and then just come home and start playing like sonatas by ear, just from memory.
I feel like pop music doesn't like have any ugly savants anymore. It was like they let Post Malone in, and then they're like, okay, that's the cutoff. Like, no more uggos in pop music.
Maybe like the current media environment, or like it just doesn't allow for it. Like, could Billy Joel even emerge today? I don't know if he could.
I can't think of anybody who is like as bad looking as Billy Joel who is as popular as him. Like, that's like, I can't at this point, like, I don't even know. Like, you just don't have it. Like, yeah, the musical savants who are ugly. It's like Post Malone was the last one we got. We don't get any more.
Well, but you know, the music isn't cool. It never really was. Like, remember, like the rock critics, they say this in the documentary, the rock critics just shat all over him because punk was cool. Like, punk was cool. And the thing about it, though, is that music, his music is, well, I mean, it varies. Everybody's body of work varies. Some of his songs are truly excellent. And like The Stranger as an album, I think is like his masterpiece. It's a really good album. And a song like New York State of Mind, like that's canon. Like that will be. I just
immediately think of Jay-Z instead of Billy Joel when you say New York State of Mind.
But both of those songs, like Empire
State of Mind, right?
Yeah, but like Billy Joel's New York State of Mind is canon, and it will be sung for years and years and years. And he's got like multiple of those.
I think I can only name 2 Billy Joel songs.
Just the Way 3. You Are, Just the Way You Are, New York State of Mind.
I can name Uptown Girl, We Didn't Start the Fire, and Piano Man.
And So It Goes, Vienna. Like, there's a lot of, like, when you see this movie, and if you listen to the music growing up, it brings a lot of it back. So he wrote a lot of great songs, and he's such a good musician that it sort of like transcends everything else about him. Like, he seems like he's kind of like manic depressive and has like an addiction issue that I'm not sure if it's completely resolved. Like, I don't know if we ever got clarity on that in the documentary. Like, I know he went to Betty Ford. Like, all of his marriages, essentially, except for the current one, like, have blown up because of his drinking. But
I feel like if he was sober, they would say that.
He went to Betty Ford, but I don't know if they ever were like, and now I haven't had a drink in 8 years. Like, you don't know. You don't know. But he's old, and maybe he's just tired and just decided to stop. But he allowed in this documentary, or they agreed, it's kind of a combination of the two, all 4 of his wives like feature prominently in this documentary, which I thought was both like cool of him and brave of him, but also cool of them to like show up, to show up on camera and talk about this guy. And they all kind of seem to have some affection for him. Like, there's not like a ton of bad blood in a way that has really lingered. I think maybe they used to, but they got over it, or they just decided like, well, this guy's getting old, and like, you know, he was a big part of my life, and he's had a huge career, and like,
it's like water under the bridge or whatever.
Well, and I'm part of the story, you know, like it's like they're either going to talk about me without my voice in the thing, or I'm going to be in there and be able to speak for myself. And you know, that's the smart thing in a way, to like show up, but like, it's also smart of him. Like, how could he possibly if you're going to do a documentary about yourself, you have to kind of do a warts and all. Yeah,
if you need that. Otherwise, it's like boring. And it's like, okay, like, what's the point of this kind of like, all right, you just had an amazing life where everything was great like that. Like, no. I mean,
but it made me think, like, because 4 wives, that's a lot of wives.
it's a lot of wives.
And, to do a documentary and to get them to appear, I think the only reason it happens is because he has this like prodigious talent, like this huge talent that just has like it's like a force of nature on its own.
Yeah.
He's like the possessor of it. It's like passing through him, but like all of these women were at close proximity to it. And I think maybe on some level have reverence for it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like there's kind of a magic that comes over people when you can like make music that beautiful. It's like you just kind of like can't help but like love them for it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, especially like the musical gift. Like I was trying to imagine, like if I had 4 wives somehow in my life with like my state of affairs and like who I am, and
they'd be like, it was a problematic relationship, but he is a savant podcaster.
He sat in front of the microphone and it was magical.
Ever since he was a child, it's like you put him in front of a microphone and he just goes. It's like you just, next thing you know, it's 2 hours long and you just had no idea.
He would be in the car listening to the radio and he would go inside and sit in front of his toy microphone and mimic the DJ perfectly.
Oh my God. If I had 4 ex-husbands, which I do feel like I should at this point, like just like personality wise, it seems like I should be somebody who has 4 ex-husbands, but I don't.
They'd be like, Mira vacillated wildly between extremely bad impulse control and will not get out of bed energy. She was a complete savant at smoking weed and sitting on the couch. I've never seen anyone with her level of lethargy.
They all hate me, but they're just so impressed by my levels of lethargy that they're like, you know what? I'm a part of this story. They're either going to talk about me without my permission or I'm going to have to talk about it.
Honestly, I feel like everybody, if they live long, like let's say you get to the age of 70, everybody should have a 5-hour documentary made about them.
Everyone should have 4 ex-husbands by that time.
Yeah, or whatever. Just like I think a 5-hour documentary about every human life, and then just put them in some sort of like Library of Congress.
Man, mine would be so boring.
Right.
And today she had 100 milligrams of THC, and then the next day 200 milligrams of THC.
He interviewed his 784th author in November of 2017.
You haven't really interviewed that many people, right?
Oh no, I'm almost to 1,000 author.
Jesus fucking Christ, Brad.
I'm over 1,000 episodes at this point, but my author interview count is like, to me, like the official count, just going back to the beginning of the project. And I'm approaching, I think I dropped my 980th author interview today.
Wow. We're going to have to make a 5-hour documentary about you, like for sure. And it'll just be a supercut of every interview.
Oh my God. I don't even know what's in the archive. I'm kind of scared to listen to any of it, especially the really old stuff. I've probably...
like your interview with me?
Yeah. My children... I mean, if we listen to that, we probably should listen to it and maybe make an episode about it because like...
I would need so much Xanax.
Yeah. I remember like telling you that you probably had a musical gift and that you were going to be like Nico from the Velvet Underground. And you were like, what the fuck? And I remember we were talking after the interview and you're like, my family thought that was ridiculous. And I was like, oh.
I mean, my mother to this day says to me, like, you have a beautiful voice. You just don't show it to people. And listener, I have talents and I'm willing to admit that. Singing is not one of them. I do not have a beautiful voice. If my mother ever tells you that, you just say, okay, Laura, that's nice.
I think when I knew you I didn't know you that well at that point. We kind of knew each other, but I was thinking like Mira is like this shy internet person who's like going to break out and have like a
and then you meet me and you're like, she's a yapper. Oh my gosh. This bitch can't talk. She is not quiet. Oh no.
Can't believe how much weed she smokes.
She has smoked so much weed and yet she never shuts up. Doesn't it make her like want to stop talking eventually?
It's unbelievable that your neurochemistry allows for this. Like, I would be catatonic. I would be like one of the people in the hospital in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest if I tried to smoke as much weed as you do.
I mean, the truth is, it's like, you should see me without it. That's like, if I'm like animated and talking and like, I don't know, like my energy is like heightened and I'm like, blah, 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 like while I'm stoned, it's like 10 times worse when I'm not stoned.
Really?
Well, no, I think maybe the talkativeness comes from the anxiety dissipating with the weed. And then I'm like, oh, look, I have all these ideas and thoughts because the anxiety isn't like occupying my entire brain. And then Tyler says when the edible kicks in, I start to say weird shit, which is probably true.
But it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining at least. That's true. It's like more entertaining than just like a panic attack, which probably is like, you know, if I'm talking a lot without the weed, that might be what's happening. So, all right, on to our first story of the day. Our first story of the day is about Sydney Sweeney, a topic that we've covered a couple of different times. And she did a advertisement for American Eagle that has her being accused of eugenicist Nazi dog whistling. So here's the audio of this advertisement that has her being accused of, you know, more or less Nazi propaganda.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
So that's the ad. And the first thing I want to say is, like, why the fuck is she talking like that? Like, just beyond everything else. Like, what the fuck is that? Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
The director, I feel like, was maybe like, Sydney, we need you to be more sultry. We need,
so she's like offspring. Offspring are determined.
It was a little breathy. I feel like she was trying to be sexy.
But it like just comes off fucking weird. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, she's like a sex symbol, you know, anyway.
I mean, that's right. She's leaning into it.
Well, then this commercial is going to put her over the top in like MAGA world. Like, this is the ultimate tease for MAGA bros and incels.
Yeah, it's like just like, you know, hinting at like a world where like everybody is like blonde haired and blue eyed and beautiful, like Sydney Sweeney, and not black or brown in any capacity. And they have blue eyes, and it's like her like doing like a sexy Hitler ad. Like, look, like I'm like the perfect white person that Hitler spoke about. Isn't that amazing? Like, I'm the perfect white lady. I have blonde hair and blue jeans.
Elon Musk, interestingly, has offered to pay Sydney Sweeney $5 billion to bear one of his children. His, what is it, his 18th child.
Jesus fucking Christ. He's like, she's gonna get like honored at the Kennedy Center for like achievements in eugenicism.
Trump is going to give her the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her American Eagle blue jeans ad.
What? Okay, so like, this is obviously not really the point of any of it, but like something that really gets me about this ad, it's like, okay, you're going whole hog. You're doing the eugenicist Nazi gene ad about how you are like, you know, the perfect white person or whatever the fuck. And you're doing it for American Eagle? Like, it's not Levi's. It's not Calvin Klein. It's not fucking even like, I don't know, fucking Five for All Mankind or anything like that. It's fucking American Eagle. It's like mid-level mall jeans.
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever met anybody. Well, I mean, I guess I don't ask people what kind of jeans they're wearing, but like people wear American Eagle jeans.
No, I mean, like people do if you're like, it's like you can wear like American Eagle jeans or like H&M jeans. Like, it's not good jeans. Like, they're like, Sydney Sweeney has good jeans. They're bad jeans. And like in the commercial, they look bad on her. They don't even fit her well. She's
probably like, whatever. I'm making $5 million. Like,
yeah. She's just like, you know, whatever. Genes are passed down from parents to offspring. Also, like, just to like put the cherry on top of this ad being everything that MAGA people like, it is a reference to Brooke Shields' famous Calvin Klein jeans ad that she did when she was 14. that was like insanely inappropriate. So it's like, okay, we've got everything. We've got fucking eugenicism, Nazi propaganda, and pedophilia. Perfect.
And an American Eagle. It's like everything.
Yeah, and an American Eagle. Exactly. You've got everything that anybody could possibly want. You know, genes are passed down to offspring.
Steve Bannon's just like jerking off watching this commercial.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Can you, I can't believe you just put that image in my head. I hate that.
He's speaking in tongues.
Tongues. Jesus fucking Christ. He has like a little altar to like Hitler and Sydney Sweeney with like a little like heart around them.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like some like MAGA energy around Sydney Sweeney. Like I think her family, she's from Idaho. I think her parents are like super right wingers.
She like threw a party for her mom's 60th birthday that was MAGA themed.
And it wasn't like ironic. Like they're actually like hippies who like, you know.
I mean, I think that she maybe is claiming that it was supposed to be ironic in some capacity, but it's like she's in Idaho and everyone is wearing MAGA hats and like thin blue line shirts. Like, I don't know. And nobody's saying like this was a joke. Like nobody's saying that clearly.
Yeah, if you're from Idaho, there's like a 1 in 3 chance that like, or maybe even more, like a 1 in 2 chance that you've got problematic politics.
And I'll bet she had to like start paying extra for security after this with like all of the insane rabid male MAGA fans who are probably like swarming her at every opportunity.
Like what? I mean, and you know, MAGA fans aside, just men in general, like what must it be like for this poor girl to interact with male fans? Like that's gotta be so aggressively uncomfortable and odd and
just hell on earth.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, these men just fucking drooling over you, being like, can I just touch your boobs just one time? Can I just squeeze them, please?
I think honestly, she should just let them. Like she should just let, like this is just make people happy. Just let people feel your boobs and get it over with.
I strongly disagree with that, I gotta say. That is, nope. That's gonna be a hard no for me. Nope.
That's why you're here.
Kibosh veto.
She's a boob savant. This is her gift to the world.
Imagine like a Make-A-Wish kid being like, I just want to touch him. I just want to touch him one time.
That actually is the only scenario. Like she should be like, listen, you know, nobody can feel my boobs, but I will let Make-A-Wish kids feel my boobs.
God, if the Make-A-Wish Foundation contacts you and then brings in Sydney Sweeney to touch your boobs, like you are the most about to die child that has ever existed. Like you are gonna die in a big way. Like that is like, whew. You're gonna die soon, kid.
Yeah.
Like, you're fucked.
You see her walking the halls at the local children's hospital. You know it's about to go down.
It's like one of those cats in like an old folks home that'll like sleep next to someone who's about to die.
She'll let the children just like motorboat her and just like fall asleep. She'll smother them.
It's like it'll be like the new medically assisted suicide is just like Sydney Sweeney's boobs, just putting them right in her boobs until they stop breathing.
That's right. Just go out peacefully, just like a little angel.
Peacefully like a little angel just resting on Sydney Sweeney's boobs. How beautiful.
Well, like the Trump administration is actually working with Sydney Sweeney to help lower healthcare costs by having her smother people to death with her boobs.
That's right. Don't need the assisted suicide medication anymore. Her boobs will do the trick. Got her traveling across the country to hospital.
Yeah, these people are draining money from Medicaid, trying to stay alive.
Just like getting Sydney Sweeney's boobs.
Although she'll help put an end to it that way.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, let's see. What's a good transition here? Speaking of boobs, as in boob meeting an idiot, right? Pretty good.
Speaking of smothering somebody to death.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. Here's somebody who I would have liked to smother to death had he not died on his own. Hulk Hogan, dead at 71. Now,
I'm dead,
we've
brother.
got a lot to talk about. It's hot down here, brother.
I'm in hell, brother.
This isn't the right one, brother. I'm in the down place, brother. So, I mean, there's a lot to talk about here, but just at the very top, I think it's so funny how nowhere reporting his death has felt the need to put a cause. It's just like, yeah, Hulk Hogan died. It seemed like he was about to die for a really long time. He's clearly a deeply unhealthy man who's just red constantly, just like his heart struggling to pump. Like nobody even is, you don't need a cause. He just died.
I ate 24 eggs for breakfast, brother.
My heart stopped in my sleep, brother.
But he was like, the thing is that like, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but this guy,
I do.
Bobby, to me, this guy was an asshole, right? He was
a piece of shit. He was like he was super racist. He like was a union buster. He like prevented the fucking, what is the wrestling foundation?
WWE. Yeah.
Yeah, he like prevented them from fucking organizing into a union by snitching on them. Like, he's a piece of shit. He also like was like the fucking reason that like Gawker got taken down and like journalism was permanently scarred.
Yeah, he did damage. And then he was at the Republican convention, like tearing his shirt off for Trump. Remember that? And, like, that was like the happiest Trump was during the entire convention. He was like giggling like a little boy.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, Hulk Hogan is like, I guess I'm not going to say the originator of many things, but he was certainly the first person to ever talk about like having diarrhea from sushi in his sex tape. He's the first one there.
What was the sex tape that he was in?
So all right, well, let's get into it. This is going to be a major part of this story.
But wait. Have you seen this?
Well, so the whole sex tape, and maybe the whole sex tape was available, but it was like there was an edited version of the sex tape that was published by Gawker that had like a lot of like the bad stuff that he said, but not of like you didn't, I don't think, see any explicit actual fucking. They edited those parts out.
They were like, we'll traumatize people if they have to see this.
But like they did include, basically everything else, which is a lot. So like, basically what is happening here is that he is fucking his friend Bubba the Love Sponge's wife. No, I don't super know who Bubba the Love Sponge is, but his name is Bubba the Love Sponge.
He's like he's like a shock jock, right? He's just like a DJ.
Okay, I see. He's a fucking radio. Jesus Christ. So he's fucking Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, while Bubba the Love Sponge is kind of just like casually walking in and out of the room and chatting with them and, just hanging out. Like, it's not a big deal, whatever. Which is insane to begin with.
Wait. Like Bubba the Love Sponge is like, yeah, you can fuck my wife and I'll just.
Yeah. He's just hanging out. He's liking it. He's just like, this is so cool. Hulk Hogan is fucking my wife and I'm watching.
But doesn't that make him a cuck? Do I have my so he's like, he likes to be a cuck and Hulk Hogan is like
it's the bull is what they call it.
The bull.
Yeah. Isn't that horrifying?
How do you even arrange this? Like, how do you even find out like that somebody would be open to this? Like, listen, Hulk.
You want to fuck my wife?
I'll fuck your wife, brother.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, right. Like, how do they have this conversation? Like, is Bubba the Love Sponge just casually like, I kind of like it when other dudes fuck my wife and I watch. And Hulk Hogan's like, no problem, brother.
Honestly, people's like sexual proclivities are like endlessly fascinating to me. How in the world could that be titillating? How do you like, how could it be titillating? How do you find out that it's titillating? And then how do you like approach somebody to do that? And how do you approach your wife to do that? Do you know that your wife is already into it before you do it? Like, I have so many questions. Imagine being a woman and being like, I really want Hulk Hogan to fuck me in front of you. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, Jesus, you're married to Bubba the Love Sponge and then you're like, yeah, I'm going to fuck Hulk Hogan. What kind of fucking life must you lead? That is fucking dark, dude. That is grim. Yeah, I'm shaken just like thinking about this. It's Jesus. And like the sex tape was like somehow more disgusting than you could possibly imagine. Like, so like she blows him, she performs oral sex on him, which lasts less than 10 minutes. Okay, they have sex, which lasts a little over 2 minutes. Well, Bubba the Love Sponge is just walking in and out of the room and chatting with them. After they finish their 2 minutes of sex, he slaps his stomach before saying, I can't believe I just ate all that sushi 10 minutes ago. I feel like a pig. Or, I can't believe I just ate all that sushi 10 minutes ago, brother. I feel like a pig. Did you say he had diarrhea? Did he? Yeah, he was talking about how he had fucking diarrhea from the sushi in the sex tape. Like, he continues to go on about, I don't have the exact words, but he continues to go on about the sushi, saying that he had diarrhea from it. Oh my God. Like, immediately after fucking this girl for literally 2 minutes. This guy's just so gross. And like, he's disgusting. Can we just like pause for a moment and just like ask the question, like, why was he even like a major cultural figure anyway? He's a fucking wrestler and it's huge. Like to this day, WWE is this massive entertainment property. And
people love it.
It's adults watching what they know to be fake wrestling. It's not even real wrestling. It's just like play acting wrestling. I don't get it.
I mean, I guess I can't judge too harshly just because like Real Housewives is kind of wrestling for girls and gays. Like I've said this before, but you know, the kayfabe of it all, like
The what?
Kayfabe?
What does that mean?
Oh, that's like it's like a wrestling term. It's like the stories that they develop about themselves, like the lore for each wrestler. That's like the kayfabe of that wrestler. It's like the fake story that they have like on stage. It's like, oh, well, you like previously dated this wrestler and then this guy cheated on her and now you're going to murder this guy or whatever. It's like that whole backstory thing.
Oh, it's like a soap opera. Yeah. I mean, listen,
yeah.
I was super into it when I was a child. I was 6 years old and I thought like Junkyard Dog and Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage that was when I was 6.
But like adults like this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Like, grow up. Like, are you really like still engaging with this in your 30s and going to see these events? And I mean, I guess if you take your child or something, that's one thing. But if you're going there, I don't know. I can't access this at all. It seems like it makes me feel alienated.
Like, I understand how like wrestling is actually like a very hard thing to do, like physically, like it's kind of like a feat, like to like just do all those moves and stuff. I have to imagine you kind of have to be an athlete to like do that and not hurt yourself. But like, I feel like if I'm going to watch two men fight, I want to watch them really fight. Like I would rather go to like an MMA match and just watch them fucking beat the shit out of each other.
I mean, if that's your thing, yeah. I don't understand that's the thing. It's like if this was real wrestling and these guys were really going at it, that would add a level of like genuine human drama, but it's all contrived and everybody knows it. And yet people love to watch the contrivance. I think there's maybe some like deeper, like American truth inside of that. Like, is wrestling popular in any other country? Like, is this an American
Yeah,
thing?
That's a good question. It does feel uniquely American and just like how stupid and insane it is. Like, I feel like I can't. Oh, but like Mexican wrestling is a big thing. I feel like that's how the United States even started wrestling, was like the like fucking, what do you call them, the Mexican wrestler masks, and like they have all that shit. Like isn't that kind of where it started?
Maybe. I mean, this has been going on for a long time. There was like Gorgeous George. He was like this old wrestler
I'm sorry, Gorgeous George?
Yeah, he was like a super famous, like almost like a carnival attraction, or like, you know, he toured around and would wrestle. And I think it was like this theatrically staged kind of thing that was maybe like a precursor for the WWE. And then I do have to say that Andre the Giant was a big, I mean, like literally and figuratively, but like a big figure of the imagination in my youth, because he was like, that was like maybe the peak of his fame,
right?
As a wrestler, and then like also as a screen actor. And they did a documentary about him.
Oh, I loved that documentary.
I was like so moved by that.
I was so moved. The mom making him a special chair to be able to sit in because he was too big. I was straight up crying. I was like, oh my God, his mom loved him so much. She made him a special chair to sit in. Yeah. That's so sweet.
Yeah. It was just like, to be like, he was truly, I think he had some sort of syndrome, right? It was like some.
Yeah, it was like some like gigantism or something crazy like that.
But he was what? Like he was like 7'6" and like 500 pounds. I mean, he was truly
like a straight up giant.
Yeah, a straight up giant, and like no place in the world for him. Like really,
except for his mom's home, where she made sure that he was like able to fit and be around. I mean, it like really just made him so sweet and just humanized and just like, wow, I just love this man. It's just so sweet.
By the way, women lusted after Andre the Giant because he was so tall.
Is that actually true?
No.
Probably it is, honestly. Probably like there was probably like women just throwing themselves at him all that.
7'6" and worth the climb.
Well, that's okay. In this sex tape, and this is very ugly. So Hulk Hogan is famously incredibly racist, and in this sex tape, he talks about his daughter who was dating a black man. And
So wait, this is in the sex tape as well?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this is in the sex tape. So it's like he has 2 minutes of sex and now he's complaining about his daughter.
So he has 2 minutes of sex. He then launches into a confession about having diarrhea from sushi.
Yep. And then right after that, okay, he starts talking about his son's teenage girlfriend. Says, Nick's girlfriend is only 17. She has a killer fucking body. She wants to fuck me when they're done. Horrifying. Like, beyond horrifying. And his son is like my dad was the best dad the world could ever have, and I miss him so much.
Yeah, I mean, parent, like that kind of, I feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys.
For the child, yeah.
Yeah, he lost his dad, and like children want to believe that their parents are good. And
not me.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that there were clearly there was like a positive bond between them on some other level that maybe like supersedes the fact that he wanted to fuck his girlfriend.
I guess. Jesus fucking Christ. So he then goes on to talk about his daughter and said, I mean, who was not fucking, dating a black man. And Hulk Hogan said, I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to fuck a N-word, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall, $100 million basketball player. So I guess Hulk Hogan also likes a tall guy.
8 feet tall, but worth the climb, brother.
Jesus fucking Christ. And like, so in the same sex tape, as soon as Hulk Hogan is gone, fucking Bubba the Love Sponge and his wife start discussing the fact that they can blackmail him with the sex tape. Like, he goes on to use racial slurs multiple times on video, and then as soon as he leaves, Bubba the Love Sponge is like, if we ever did want to retire, all we have to do is use that fucking footage of him talking about people.
I mean, it's
just
class acts all the way around.
All the way around. I mean, Jesus, I guess if your name is Bubba the Love Sponge, like, what can you really expect?
What is that? Yeah, what does that even mean? Who names himself that?
Yeah, Love Sponge? What the fuck is that? That is horrifying.
Sounds unsanitary. Yeah,
really unsanitary. Like, I don't think a sponge should be involved in any kind of sex act, period.
Do you remember Today's Sponge? Do you remember that? It was like a female product. What is that? Do women need...
Today's Sponge?
It was called Today's Sponge. Maybe it was like...
Oh, it was like, you put it up your hoo-ha and it's got spermicide in it, and it like blocks the opening and will like kill the sperm before they get in. So if you want to like have sex without a condom for a day, you can just pop that sucker in there.
Today's Sponge.
Today's Sponge.
That seems unsanitary.
Yeah, I feel like it would give you a UTI.
Ugh.
And then like when they feel like a sponge, like at the tip of their dick.
But it's soft. It's like...
It's awfully spongy in here.
It's very spongy in here, brother.
Your wife is very spongy, brother.
That's a love sponge, Hulk.
Jesus fucking Christ. Is that why he called himself the Love Sponge?
I don't know. I like, you'd have to, is he on Wikipedia? Do we have any kind of, can we do any quick research into why Bubba the Love Sponge? Like, what's his actual name? It's probably like Larry.
All right, let's see. Bubba the Love Sponge. His name is Todd Allen Clem.
Todd Clem is his name.
Todd Clem.
Yeah.
He was on a radio station in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, this is all tracking beautifully.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, why? He worked as a bouncer at Jubilation Nightclub, which was a strip club. Nothing in here about why the fuck his name is Bubba the Love Sponge. Like, why? How did that happen? Why isn't this telling me?
And so Hulk Hogan lived in Florida.
Right. So apparently in 98, he legally changed his name to Bubba the Love Sponge Clem. And that year he lost 148 pounds and stopped drinking or smoking or using drugs. His legal name is Bubba the Love Sponge Clem. What the fuck?
He's worth a fortune too, by the way. He's like probably made $100 million in his career.
Jesus, maybe we should like give ourselves really gross sounding, disgusting names. Would that make us more popular?
What would my name be? I don't even know. Like
Brad the cum bath? I don't know. What's more disgusting than a love sponge?
The tray. Are there trays? No, that's like a dental tray. That's not right. But
I mean, Trey is a name, like Trey Parker. It's not a good name. No, it's like worse than Brad in the same way.
We need something that evokes like bodily fluids and just like bacteria.
Yeah, like Brad the piss rag. Also, Bubba. Where'd he come up with Bubba?
I'm sure it's just, I mean, he's from Tampa. I mean, God, who knows? Probably it's like childhood nickname.
Jesus, was Love Sponge his childhood nickname too? That is not, I do not like that.
I mean, then to change your name to that, I don't understand why you would do that.
Right, why not just keep your name and have everyone call you Bubba the Love Sponge?
Why do you need to make that legal? There's got to be maybe some sort of like, maybe it's like a copyright thing or a trademark thing. He needs to.
But like, you can trademark any fucking name you want.
Yeah.
My God. Well.
So Hulk Hogan, where
Jesus.
did they? Do we have any news on his funeral or where he was buried? Was he cremated? Was he?
I mean, let's see. This happened pretty recently, so I don't know if we have any funeral plans.
Is Trump gonna go to his funeral? He's gonna give the keynote. He was a great man.
Wow, apparently his daughter is not attending the funeral?
I wonder why.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Who would have thought? I mean, God, his funeral's probably going to be like, I don't know, like Vince McMahon is going to like body slam him into the grave. They're going to like prop him up on a chair so that people can like take the chair and hit him with it.
Yeah, you get a metal folding chair, and as like you walk up during the wake to view the body, you can just whack it over the head.
Yeah, instead of like leaving flowers, you can just fucking hit it as hard as you can with the chair. They're gonna like have like the fucking mortuary person like fill up his mustache a little bit before they give him a open casket funeral.
I mean,
Terry Boyea, that's his name.
So Terry and Todd.
Terry and Todd.
You know, there you go. That's all you need to know. These people. Hulk Hogan. I'm sure he changed his name legally to Hulk.
You think he changed his name legally? Let's see.
Probably.
Hulk Hogan. I mean, I guess his kids have the last name Hogan, right?
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, you want to, I mean, that name is probably worth something. You want to carry it, right?
Right. But at the same time, my little sister's last name is Dukowski, and she's technically the only legal Dukowski because my dad's legal name is not Chuck Dukowski, and he never legally changed it, even though everyone calls him that.
Oh, really? What's his actual name? Is his
Gary
name?
McDaniel, which means that my mother married two men named Gary.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Gary, a name that is going extinct. Literally.
Just like, well, so is Brad. I'm one of the last Brads on Earth. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that.
It's fading. I mean, it might not be as far like down the like evolutionary food chain as Gary, but it's on its way.
Damn, it's well on its way. That's sad. You're about to be the only Brad in America.
Last Brad standing.
The last Brad standing. Wow. That's
I mean, would you name your son Brad? I mean, would any of your friends name their child Brad? I don't think it's happening.
No, yeah, no one's naming their kids Brad.
It's over.
I mean, maybe. No, I don't think it's gonna make a comeback either. I think it's fucked. I think Brad's done.
Yeah, there's nothing that can redeem this name. Like, no amount of podcasting could save it.
I mean, you never know. You never know, Brad. Don't never say never.
Like maybe my daughter, like she'll have a son one day and be like, his middle name is Brad. I would forbid. I've already told her that. I forbid you.
You forbid it?
Yes, you can't. Like, let it go. Just let it die.
And do you have a middle name?
David.
David. So she could name her kid David. That's not so bad.
No, David seems like an inoffensive, like normie name.
David's fine. That's like regular.
It's biblical. It's biblical. It's been around forever.
Yeah, it's biblical. It's true. I guess Gary is not biblical, and neither is Brad.
That's why they're dying. By the way, like just like a total sidebar story, but I did see where Katy Perry went on a date with Justin Trudeau. Is that true?
It is true. And they allegedly bonded over peaking in 2013. Yeah,
but hey, I feel like this happens. Maybe this happens in all relationships that end, but with celebrity couples, it does feel like it's like they break up and then there's like a race to see who can fuck somebody else first and like be on the record with it. Right?
Yeah, and like fuck somebody who's like better than like the other person who like the person they broke up with. Like, okay, like, oh, Orlando Bloom, you're gonna break up with me? Like, I'm gonna fuck a former prime minister. So I'm gonna fuck Fidel Castro's bastard son. So haha.
Wait, is Justin Trudeau Fidel Castro's son?
Look, allegedly, I'm not saying one way or the other, but what I will say is that Justin Trudeau's parents were very close with Fidel Castro, allegedly in a sort of swingers type way. Fucking Justin Trudeau's mom visited Fidel Castro, like the timing worked out for her pregnancy. If you look at pictures of Fidel Castro next to Justin Trudeau, that's enough to convince you. It's actually insane how much he looks like Fidel Castro.
That's fast. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's like very likely Fidel Castro's bastard son, and he's never released any kind of genetic test to prove otherwise. Which, like, you probably feel like you would if everyone was saying you're Fidel's son.
What does it matter, eh?
Hey, I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter, eh?
Just gonna watch the hockey game, eh?
How about those Maple Leafs, eh? Hey, sorry about that, but I gotta go, eh? I'm not the PM anymore. I have a date with old Katy Perry.
I wonder, like, what's that like? And it's kind of interesting that Justin Trudeau's wife left him. That doesn't happen with heads of state very often. It doesn't seem like that ever. Like, she divorced him while he was in office, I think.
Yeah, they separated, like, while he was in office. It's true, that doesn't happen to heads of state. I wonder, like, maybe it was, like, the fact that, like, he got caught in, like, fucking, like, 25 million photos of him doing brownface, and then he was like, look, I can't promise that there aren't more photos out there.
Wait, what happened?
You don't know anything about Justin Trudeau. I'm amazed.
No.
There was a scandal where a photo was released of him doing, like, brownface, pretending to be, like, an Indian person at a Halloween party. And then, like, another one was released, and then another one of him doing brownface in other situations. And then a press person asked him, like, are there any other photos of you in brownface? And he said, I can't confirm that there aren't more photos of me doing brownface. Like, how many fucking times did you do this?
I'm just trying to get in touch with my Cuban revolutionary secret father, eh?
He's gonna be like, I'm actually a person of color, eh? I got Fidel's blood in me, eh?
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that if true, huge if true, but I guess we'll never know. Like, it's the kind of thing I would want confirmation of. Maybe he has it secretly. I don't know.
I mean, I swear to fucking God, like, listeners, look up Justin Trudeau, Fidel Castro, and then try to tell me that it's not his son. Like, it is, it's like the mom's genes didn't even try. It's crazy. Like, I truly, like, I don't need confirmation after just seeing pictures of them next to each other.
That's like, you know who else that reminds me of is Ronan Farrow, who's, like, supposedly Woody Allen's son, but, like, looks kind of exactly like the combination of Mia Farrow and Frank Sinatra.
Oh, is that why he's so good looking?
Yeah. The rumor is that, and it's been going on forever, that Mia Farrow, you know, when she was with Woody, you know, because I think she had been with Frank Sinatra before Woody, but, like, never really, like, completely closed the door, or, you know, she and Frank had, like, lingering feelings, and she hooked up with him. And I mean, come on, Woody
Imagine
Allen,
going from Woody Allen to Frank Sinatra, like that, or like vice versa. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Mia Farrow and Woody Allen were the Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley of the 1970s.
Gender swapped.
But really?
I mean, yeah, like, that's like fucking Woody Allen, like that fucking, like, measly little fucking pedophile. Like, Jesus Christ.
What movies did he make when he's, like, he's finally famous and he starts sleeping with, like, Mia Farrow?
Like Annie Hall.
Yeah, that's probably... That's his version of Uptown Girl.
Yeah, right. He's just, like, wearing sunglasses and just like, okay, yes, like, here we are, Annie Hall, like, the lobsters have been escaped in the kitchen, and, like, bouncing off the fucking walls, like, I'm dating Rosemary's Baby.
It just doesn't seem even remotely plausible to me that Mia Farrow and Woody Allen could couple and procreate and produce Ronan Farrow. It doesn't make sense, right?
Like, no. For other kids, it makes a little bit more sense, but, like, it doesn't make sense with him. He doesn't look like Woody Allen at all. And
if you look at, like superimposed photos of, like, Ronan Farrow and Frank Sinatra, like the blue eyes and the whole, you know, there's a lot of...
It's just insane.
I think it's like, you know, I guess you can't know unless there's actual genetic testing, but, like, it seems very plausible to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Justin Trudeau and Castro, it's like, I'm nearly 100% sure. Like, I'm close to 100% on that one.
Ronan Farrow is actually Pol Pot's son. He's...
Look, do not compare Pol Pot to my man Fidel, all right? Big difference there. Fidel was cool.
Che Guevara also, I think, was kind of attractive, right?
Oh my God, he was a hottie.
And Benicio played him in remember that big movie? I never saw it.
I never saw it either, but he looked really hot in it.
Who did that? What's the guy's name? Steven Soderbergh did, like, it's
right.
And it's like a 5-hour movie.
It could be your next 5-hour movie.
Yeah. I kind of like that. I like the investment of time, like, where you're really on a journey. I'm watching also it's like, God, I don't even know how many hours it is. It's like an 8-hour documentary on the Roosevelts.
Whoa. On the Roosevelts of all people?
Like on Teddy and FDR.
Wow.
And so a couple things. First of all, like Teddy Roosevelt.
Wait, are Teddy and FDR related?
Fifth cousins.
Whoa, weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, they're both Roosevelts.
And, I mean, yeah, I just figured it was like common last name or something.
Part of like an aristocratic like oligarchy clan, basically from New York. And Teddy was the president at the turn of the 20th century. He was the first president of the 20th century. And like, I think was legitimately touched by some kind of genius. Like he read like 2 books a day and, just had this insane amount of energy and was like a polymath and, a truly brilliant guy in a lot of ways. Maybe the most brilliant American president and like polymathic president, if that's a word, since
polymathic.
Just like master of lots of different areas of study. Do you know what I'm saying? Like had a lot of knowledge in a lot of different areas, kind of like Thomas Jefferson, but he was an absolutely insane human being when it came to matters of like war and peace. Like he had like true like reverence for like the bloodshed of war and like thought that all men should go to war.
Jesus
and, like,
fucking Christ. But he was also like good, right? Like he got us like the weekend and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like he was a progressive guy in a lot of ways. And his presidency was, I think, by conventional standards was like successful. And there's a lot of good that he did. But when he like the part of the documentary where he's like with the Rough Riders and they're in Cuba and like he's sort of like riding his horse and there's bullets flying and he's like unfazed. There's and like people are just going down. Like the guy next to him gets his head blown off and he's like somehow not traumatized by it in a way.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then later on, while he's president or he's campaigning, he got shot in the chest while he was giving a speech in Milwaukee. And like, back in those days, like his speech was like on like pieces of paper that were folded up in his pocket. And so the bullet hit where the speech was and like it drew blood and like, I think it went into his body, but it was like a 1/4 of an inch from his heart. And he stood there and gave like an hour-long speech. Like he refused to leave.
That's fucking psychotic.
Yeah. And then in World War I, he had like 4 or 5 sons. And he insisted all of them enlist, or they like
Jesus.
Yeah, he's like, you won't be my son if you're not at the front. Like you need to be where the war is.
If I was his wife, I'd kill him. No, I'd just straight up murder him.
One of their sons was like a daredevil pilot. This is like at the dawn of like aviation and war. You know what I'm saying? Like this is when like the first bomb dropping airplanes probably even flew, and his plane goes down, and then I want to say either the enemy or maybe it was a friendly, like shot him twice in the head. And then somebody took a photo of the aftermath and it got back to the family. And like in the documentary, the mom is like writing a letter to a friend, in these Ken Burns documentaries, how they like read aloud, like the letters. And the mom was like, our boy was shot twice in the head, so he didn't suffer much and it was a glorious way to die.
Oh my God.
I'm just
what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, this is fucking insane. And then Franklin Roosevelt and Eleanor Roosevelt were cousins. And they got married. Or maybe they were 5th cousins. Maybe Teddy and Franklin were closer. I forget how many levels of.
They were all fucking, they were cousin fucking over there.
They were even joking about it. Like Teddy was like, we like to keep this in the family. And it's like, this is gross. And then it was like, Franklin and Eleanor had like basically like a relationship in name only. Like after they had their kids, like they basically like they were like roommates. They didn't like he was fucking other people and like including another one of his relatives.
Ew.
Like tended to him. He had like a harem.
What the fuck? Of like cousins?
I mean, it was like women were kind of all around him. And like, I want to say like one of them was a cousin and then another one was just like his secretary. And both the cousin and the secretary, after he died in office because he was he's a 4-term president.
Right.
He was at the dawn of his 4th term when he died. But that was kind of because of the war. Like it was a bad time to transition because we were in the middle of World War II and like we were, everything hung in the balance. So we needed like stability. But had he not had to like in an earlier stage of his presidency, when like the end of his presidency appeared to be a realistic possibility, these women sort of like both wanted to live with him at his little like cottage at like Summer Hill or whatever the fuck it was called. Like these aristocrats always have like houses in the country.
Yeah, of
like
course.
Sagamore Hill, you know? But I'm just like FDR was just like tended to by these women, and they were like kind of cool. It was like sister wives, you know, they were kind of cool, like sharing him basically.
And was one of them like his friend Bubba the Love Sponge's wife?
That's right. I fucked your wife, brother. With his like patrician accent.
It's like, hey, I ate so much sushi, I have diarrhea, eh?
I led this country out of the Depression, and then I fucked your wife. It was a delight.
A delight.
With his cigarette holder. I say, I fancy your wife, my friend.
I do say,
old
boy.
Sport.
Jesus Christ. Well, I guess Hulk Hogan and FDR are in hell together, fucking each other's wives.
I don't know. I mean, FDR, we got like Social Security. We got Medicare. No, we didn't get Medicare, but we got Social Security and like the New Deal.
The weekend. I think 8-day workday or 8-hour workday.
I mean, we got a lot. FDR changed everything. And then the baby boomers got to kind of ride the wave that he unleashed. I mean, I'm speaking in broad terms, but they basically like had like unparalleled like prosperity for like 40 years and then crashed it all and gobbled it all up and said, fucked
it all up and then told everybody, you're spending too much money on coffee every day. That's why you can't afford a house. I bought my house for fucking 2 raspberries and a quarter.
Yeah, these people like shaming people. I can't stand people who shame people for buying a coffee every day. It's like their one moment of pleasure.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's like, okay, you like, because you aren't rich, don't get to experience like a moment of like convenience or joy. Like, all right.
Yeah, you can't like enjoy a latte. You're a fool.
Yeah, that's why you can't afford a home or medical care. It's because you keep getting these fucking lattes.
So I don't know. I think we've covered a lot of ground. We went from, what was it?
Went from like eugenics to fucking leg surgeries to Hulk Hogan to FDR. I mean, we covered Bubba the Love Sponge.
Billy Joel.
We've covered some ground. We covered Billy Joel. We covered eugenics and pedophilia. So we kind of like, you know, hit all the marks.
We've given people so much today.
It's so true. We've given people so much. You're welcome.
I can't even imagine what it must be like to listen to something like this.
I mean, what a gift. You know, we're just giving people just a beautiful gift every week, and they're so happy to hear our voices.
And we should say, we still haven't heard from any listeners, the option exists. You can record a voice memo on your phone and then email it to us at letters@otherppl.com if you want to chime in. We might play your audio clip here on the show.
That's right, especially with Angry Adam not here. We need it.
Yeah, so if you're disturbed, especially if you're disgruntled, if something we've said has offended you, if you would like to confess or unleash in some way, send us an audio message at letters@otherppl.com.
Bye-bye.